Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'm truly grateful. So many channels you could be watching. You're watching, man. The Philippines has the highest rate of kidnapping in the world. And what does this mean for your trip here? Probably nothing. But I do want to make you aware of it. Because my content is to make your trip here more enjoyable and above all things safer. A lot of you know that I've gotten away from the content centered around women and dating. If you don't know by now where to find a woman, how to find a woman, what Filipinos like, what they don't like, why they with foreigners, etc., then I can't help you anyway. My numbers are down 25% ever since I made that decision, but I'm going to compromise my integrity anymore. I don't want to be a part of that. So if you want to hear about hand jobs and blow jobs and all that other stuff, hey, I invite you to go to those other channels. There's nothing wrong with looking at beautiful young women, but I just think there's more important aspects to consider when you're thinking about coming over here. Kidnapping being one. With a kidnapping rate of 4.8 per 100,000, it ranks number one in the world. It's something that you need to be aware of. I'm not trying to scare anybody. Y'all know that's not my goal on my channel. I'm trying to help you. But we're always busy talking about the good times. Now, according to the Movement for the Restoration of Peace and Order, this is an organization that was started in 1993 to combat kidnapping over here. There's been an alarming rise of kidnappings in 2022. Especially around the Metro Manila area, it was shocking to me when I read it. And then it all depends on who you talk to. I looked at articles from the Philippine National Police, the Philippine Statistics Authority, and this particular movement. And the numbers are going to vary because a lot of times the victims, they don't want to come forward. They won't report the kidnapping. But why this may mean nothing for your trip, number one is you're not going to go into those high-risk areas. None of my viewers or subscribers have made plans to vacation in Marawi or the Sulu Archipelago or Tawi-Tawi or Basilan or the Jolo Province. But I will say this, Lanao del Sur, which is somewhere near Iligan City, Cagayan de Oro, and those places like that, has the highest kidnapping rate in the country, 9.6, double the national rate, which would make that the highest kidnapping rate on the planet, by far. I know some of you are going toward there. I'm not trying to scare you, I just want to make you aware of it. Guys, we're too busy talking about the good times. But something else that may help you, and this may mean nothing to your trip, is who is kidnapped. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, Chinese, Cambodian, Vietnamese, Malaysian are the victims, are mainly the victims because of their perceived wealth or their connection to the gambling industry, whether they're casino workers, big-time gamblers, or people who run up substantial gambling debts. So where you go and who you are is going to have a lot to do with whether or not this kidnapping rate is going to affect you. But it's here, it's a credible threat, and it's something I want to talk about. Something I choose to talk about today. You know, there's just more to talk about than women, guys. We put the Filipina on such a high pedestal, man, that she'll never come down. I don't think there's any hope for Western men coming over here for that anymore. And I can't reach you anyway. I mean, no matter what I say, I can't reach you. You're going to come over here. It's almost like my buddy W from W's Secrets to Success said. He said, Calvin, you can't stop the rain from falling. But I told him, I said, yeah, but I can hand out umbrellas, which is all I'm trying to do. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of other aspects to consider for your trip coming here. And kidnapping is one of them. Let's talk about that today. But something else that's probably going to render this subject mute to you and your trip here, because I've been here going on 14 years. I've never had a problem with that. I always go down to Zamboanga to visit my son, and at one time my wife, And I went on and off for 10 years. The people knew me. They certainly recognized me. Did they help me? I don't know, but I never had any problems. But I would say to you, if you don't have a reason to be there, don't go. Don't go down there meddling and looking around and making videos and stuff, because it could be trouble for you. If you meet a woman down there, just have her meet you in Cebu. It's a hop, skip, and a jump from anywhere in Mindanao. No more than an hour. Okay? It's just something to think about. But the police and the military here have stepped up their efforts to combat kidnapping over here. According to the Philippine Statistical Authority, like I said, 38% of the victims were foreigners in 2021, down from 54% in 2020. Okay? The penalties here for kidnapping are severe, and they do that on purpose, to deter people from committing that act. Okay? Something else, the numerous kidnapping warnings over here, guys, in the Philippines, on your government websites, these travel advisories. Pay close attention to them. If you ignore them, it's at the risk of your peril. Okay, I'll put your life at risk. I know when I was in the service, we used to always say, oh, wherever the government tells you don't go, that's where you need to go. That's where all the fun is. That could be true. But over here, man, you know, I would pay close attention. I would take heed to those warnings. Because if something happens, they're going to say, well, we warned you. And with the United States Travel Advisory, I mean, they're on high alert. Some parts, they say, don't even come to Mindanao. Then some of them say, reconsider your travel to Mindanao. They know a whole lot more than me, guys, okay? So pay attention to those warnings. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I want to make you aware of it. I want to make your trip over here more enjoyable and, above all things, safer, guys. That's the number one goal. I want you to be like the guy who messaged me today, said, Calvin, I had a fabulous trip in the Philippines, and I'm certainly coming back. I wish I could print that, and you know who you are. It makes me feel proud. He said everything you said on your channel was true. He said, I found me a good woman. And he said, a good woman is as good as it gets. There's no sense in me looking somewhere else. So thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're in America, you're in France, Britain, Australia, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, New Guinea, find it in your heart to help somebody today, just to make their life just a little bit better. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free, and I'll see you next time.